Hey, how you guys doing today? I have had a very long week. It's been like a fucking roller coaster of everything. Life is interesting, and when you get curveballs, it's more interesting. And literally, it's been the highest of highs and the lowest of lows this week. It's been fucking nuts. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start the readings. And when I do the readings, energy is interchangeable. Whoever, it's going to resonate with those who need it most, because that's what I asked for. Whoever needs to hear these messages. So if it does not resonate, don't force it to fit. Only take what does, okay? Some of you are having an issue of letting go of a third party, a side relationship. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing. But it's like you're having a hard time letting go of that relationship because you're trying to keep everybody happy. And you can't keep everybody happy. That's never going to work out. Especially if you're already in a relationship that's just, I don't know what you're trying to do. But yeah, you have to... No, Tiny. Sorry. So, for those of you that are still trying to give to the other relationship, you need to decide which is more important to you. You know, if it's important to you to have the person that you're cheating with or the person that you're actually with, and see, you know, how you feel emotionally, mentally, spiritually with both parties. It'll probably clear things up for you if you took the time to figure out what it is you wanted. For some of you, it's giving in to having sexual relations with somebody that you don't really want to. So understand that it's your body. You choose whether you want to or you don't want to do something. Just because somebody says, hey, I want to do this, or hey, you're my wife, or you're my husband, or whatever the fuck it is, and they have that expectation of you, does not mean that you need to fulfill that, especially if you truly don't want to, okay? Because some of you feel like you're kind of stuck and you don't have a choice but to say yes. And that's not true. You can always say no. They might be pissed off, but you can always say no, okay? Now, for those of you dealing with this other individual here, there's some type of pull that you have to this person. And the person that you're being pulled to, it's like they like causing drama. So the woman that you're with is kind of just there, because this is showing a lot of divine feminine energy, and it was confirmed twice. So there's someone that's trying to cause a lot of drama, and I'm not sure if it's really valid drama or if it serves any purpose right now. But understand, you don't have to entertain the bullshit. None of us do. You choose whether or not you want to say, yes, I'm going to entertain you, or I'm going to fucking not pay mind to you. You know, because when you start giving people your energy and you start entertaining the drama, then you're taking on their energy and you're becoming angry or feeling whatever the fuck they're feeling, and it's not good for anyone, okay? So instead of giving in, you know, try to meditate, try to raise your vibration so that you can receive the messages that are meant for you. Now, for some of you, this is someone that you cut off, that you stopped talking to, that feels some type of way about it. And they might be causing you drama because they were having an affair, or whoever was with someone else is pissed off that you're not talking to them anymore. Okay, so whatever that was, they're not happy and they might try to cause some drama in your life. And if that's the person, you need to get that shit under control, because nobody wants to deal with your shit. I personally would not want to deal with someone's side piece. Like, oh yeah, and like, nah, that's your shit. You resolve it, then you can come talk to me. So, someone's pride and ego is really being affected at this time. Okay, so it could be you, it could be the feminine, however the energy resonates for you. But someone needs to let this go. Okay, when we stay stuck in our pride and ego space, it only blocks us from blessings. It only blocks us from getting to where we're trying to go. And when we start worrying about our pride or our ego, it's more of how people view us. So if we forgive this person that cheated on us and we take them back, you know, people might talk shit. People might say whatever, you know. People are people. They're always going to talk shit. But if you're in that place, oh, well, nah, they're going to talk shit and I can't let nobody do that to me, then you're only hurting yourself, because if this is something that's meant for you and perhaps it was a lesson that you needed to learn and you're allowing your pride and your ego to get in the way, clearly you're not learning the lesson. So that means you're going to repeat this lesson, and it's not necessary if you just let that go. You don't need your fucking pride and ego for everything. It's okay to forgive people. It's okay to take people back. Again, it's your choice, depending on what happened, because I don't know exactly what happened in your life, but just understand, when you come from a place of pride and ego, it's only going to cause you more harm, okay? And sometimes the lesson is to release your pride. It is to release your ego. And if you're not learning it and you keep on going through shit and you're like, why the fuck? This is why, because you haven't learned to let that go, okay? Now, excuse me. So, again, divine timing is at play here. So if this is something that recently occurred or hasn't transpired yet, don't try to force or make things go a certain way, okay? It's meant to happen as it's meant to happen, because somebody feels really empty inside, and the pain that was caused by this individual, Jesus Christ, the pain that was caused by this individual caused this divine feminine she feels very empty and emotionally unavailable, and she's drinking, smoking, just self-medicating, whatever you do. People overeat, people have sex, whatever fits for you. Try to, maintain control about that. Hello, Maribet, how are you? So, just be aware of what's happening, because they're saying that you need to bring balance, and when you bring balance back into your life and you start following your dreams, then everything is going to start taking off. If you've been like in a place where you feel like you're on a pause, like you've been stuck, you haven't made progress, and you're dealing with all of this bullshit because somebody wants to do extra shit, understand everything is going to work itself out. So don't feel like you have to rush, or you're not pressed for anything, okay? Whatever is happening, it's going to get worked out. But it seems like whoever this person is like pulled to the woman that wants to cause, I say woman, it could be a man, but I'm going to go with woman right now. The person that's going to cause mad drama. So that's their choice if they want to do that. You don't have to feel bad or feel like you're not good enough, because that's people's own shit. But they want you to follow your dreams, and when you surrender to that, to actually following your dreams and allowing the universe to find resolutions for you, things will be easier for you to make happen, okay? But they want you to rest. If some of you have just been going so hard, or you just been dealing with so much bullshit that you just like, I don't know what the fuck else to do before I kill somebody, take a time out, weekend, go to a spa, whatever it is, but you need to take a time out, because as long as you're in it, it's going to be chaotic, it's going to be drama filled, it's going to be a lot of shit, okay? You have to rest. If you do not rest, you're not doing yourself any favors. Your body needs, your soul needs to rest, okay? Because when you go, you don't realize until 2, 3, however many days in, that you're drained, you're burnt the fuck out, and you don't have nothing else to give. And as much as you want to do shit, you literally cannot. You have to find the balance between that, okay? You have to rest. And people could say, oh, you're lazy, you're this. You know what's best for your body, okay? Everybody doesn't need the same things. Some people need more rest, some people need less. Okay, so you do what's best for you. Don't worry about what other people are saying, okay? Now, hello, Darrell, how are you? Spirit wants you to trust. Some of you have, you either recently met somebody, or somebody's going to be coming into your energetic field. And you have to trust your intuition when this person comes in, all right? You've been receiving signs, and you're going to realize that this person is a soulmate, that this person was sent for you. Tripiando, how you doing today? So just trust what you're getting, okay? If it's someone you know from the past, or someone you haven't seen, or even if it's someone you haven't met, you've been seeing enough synchronicities that they want you to trust your intuition, because there is an offer that's going to come in, okay? But this person is a soulmate. So if you aren't sure, or you need a confirmation, that's what this person is. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're okay. Now this person might you or this individual might be dealing with a karmic partner who they have been settling for, and they're feeling threatened. So if you've been dealing with someone, or if you're still in a relationship and you have someone come in, the person you're with feels threatened because they either watch readings, or they know, or they sense that something's not right. But if you're settling for somebody right now, understand that it's a karmic partner. It's not someone that was meant for forever. They're meant to teach you something, and you're meant to move on from this, okay? So it's not good to settle. I understand people settle because, I have kids, I have this, I need to pay my bills, like shit's too expensive to live. I understand. But at the same time, that goes into codependency, that goes into people pleasing, it goes into a lot of other things that you don't really need to be doing, okay? Because here they're showing that something's happening, that there is going to be a separation taking place, or someone is lying about being separated or getting a separation. However it resonates for you. But they're showing that whoever this is, it's someone settling for a karmic partner, and they're not speaking on anything. They're kind of avoiding everything. But this person is very forceful. So it could be the person you're with, or maybe you're the forceful one. But someone isn't speaking on what's going on right now. So maybe they know that separation's coming and they don't want anyone to know. They're trying to keep it under wraps. But whatever it is, somebody feels threatened in this situation. And whoever that is, just they feel like that's it. This is coming to an end, and they know and they don't want it to end. And I think that's where the issue's coming in right now. And understand that if you're the one that's, if you're the karmic partner, it's not a you thing, okay? Everybody has lessons they need to learn. We agree to these things before we come here, and that's what happens. So don't feel like I'm not good enough, this person cheated on me, or this person's leaving me for somebody else, or whatever the fucking thing is. Everything happens in divine timing. So if somebody's coming into someone else's life, it's because whatever lesson was meant to be learned with your relationship has already been fulfilled, okay? It's already been completed. That's it. So there is an opportunity, again, that's being presented. For some of you, it might be a work opportunity or an opportunity for a new home. They want you to trust your intuition. And for those of you that this is a new job, or maybe there's a new position that's opening up for you, they want you to not be afraid of asking for more money, okay? Know that you're good enough. Know that you're worth whatever it is you're asking for, okay? You have to put a value on yourself, because everybody else is always going to want to shortchange you. And as long as you let people shortchange you, they're going to think like, oh, fuck it, you're not worth it then. You have to believe in yourself, okay? So if you're making $12 an hour and you're like, you know what, I should be making $16 an hour, or I do deserve that raise or that promotion, then have an argument, prepare it and be like, listen, I'm always here on time. I never miss a day. Whatever it is, have an argument, something that, hey, this is valid. So why can't I get a raise, But you have to believe it yourself, all right? Because it looks like it's going to be good news is going to come out of it. So you're going to get whatever it is, okay? Whatever this opportunity is going to work out for you. So if you're looking for a new home, you're going to get the house. If it's the job, you're going to get the job or the raise or the promotion. Whatever it is, you're going to get it, okay? So be grateful, because you're going to be successful. And it might take... you might have to change a little bit, maybe you'll have to dress a little bit different. Maybe the way you speak might need to be a little bit different. The way you're presenting yourself, or what you have to say, just choose your words carefully, because everything is basically how you deliver it. Depending on how you deliver will determine everything. So just, if you're normally like hood, be a little more professional. If you're ready to curse somebody out, bring it back a little bit and be nice, okay? Oh, I'm sorry. It happens like that, man. People don't know how to let go. And it's so hard, because you're like, I'm ready to move on. And they get stuck in the memories, and the relationship doesn't even have to be good, and people just don't know how to move on. They're like, oh, but I love you. And I'm like, you maybe love the idea of me or what we had, but do you really love me? I think it's just an attachment. And it's hard, because if some people are not there where you are, ready to let go, or just as awakened or understanding, it's really difficult for those people. Now, here is Again, with the negative thinking. So you have to stop with the bad thoughts, because some of you, again, it has work related, that you're having bad thoughts about what you're doing at work, or it's not working out for you and you're thinking about quitting your job, or you feel trapped. Okay, so if you have a job that you feel trapped in, naturally I'm not the best person to talk to, because I'm going to tell you to quit the job, because fuck it, we only have one life and you shouldn't live it working for somebody else anyways. So, but if that's not your situation, there's someone that's struggling with the day-to-days and feels like they're just like, it's something that's being discarded. They're keeping, it's the Eight of Swords, you're keeping yourself bound, like they're keeping themselves in their head. So whatever it is that happened, they have all this negative self-talk, all these negative thoughts, all this is happening in their heads, and it's like they have this rage that's building inside of them, which is not good when you have people like this and you leave them alone, because they get so angry because they don't know how to get out of their heads or shut up what's happening. That's going to be bad. If this is you, if it's the other person, understand that the only reason those things are in your head is because you keep replaying them. They only happened one time. They're never going to happen again. It's only still there because you keep on and you keep on and you keep on. You gotta let it go. You can't keep replaying the same shit over and over again, because you're gonna drive yourself fucking crazy. And if you do end up going into a fucking rage and flipping out on somebody, you could also end up in prison. So just think about that, okay? Because there's someone that's kind of like just wanting and hoping and praying. They just want to be single. And it looks like that's what's going to happen around, wintertime, next couple months. So that's what's going to be happening, okay? So if someone's been just, I want to be single, I want to be left alone, like, you're going to get your wish, okay? If they've been harassing your life. Wintertime, it lasts a few months. So somewhere during those months, you will be left alone. Now, this may have started around the summer for some of you. So it was requiring you patience. You had to have patience in order for everything to happen the way it needed to happen. Hello, baby. And for others of you, maybe it's going to be in the summertime by the time everything starts clearing up for you, okay? But you're definitely going to be single in the wintertime for some of you, all right? So be patient, and whatever it is you're looking for, it might be by summertime, and for others of you, this began in the summertime, that you either came to a crossroads where you had to release, take the mask off. Like, if you were wearing a mask, you had to be like, okay, well, I'm done with the bullshit. I'm tired of playing the games with you. I'm tired of pretending to be somebody I'm not. I'm tired of people pleasing. Whatever it is, that's the crossroads. It's like, all right, I've had enough, and I need to be authentically me, because when you're not authentically you begin to lose yourself. You begin to feel like you're dying inside, and you're sad and you're miserable. You don't want to get out of bed, and you feel like life is fucking meaningless. Understand me. It is because you're not being authentically you. You have to be authentically you in order to fulfill your purpose in this world, okay? Now, there is somebody that is watching you, and I swear I think this comes out every time, so they probably watch this and I don't even know who the hell they are. But there is somebody that is wearing a mask that's hiding in plain sight, basically. So it's someone that's far from you. It could be either you know them online, or they live far from you, or someone that you're just not speaking to right now. But I'm going to use this word because that's the word that's coming. It's like they're a coward, and I don't know them, so I don't know if they are cowards. But when you're sitting there and you're basically stalking somebody and you're watching somebody because you're afraid to speak to them, that is, in a sense, cowardly. There's nothing's going to happen. Like, if you like somebody, communicate. You want to apologize? Communicate. Worst thing, you get shut down. That's the worst fucking case scenario. But if you prepare yourself for that, then it shouldn't bother you so much, okay? But whoever this is, they're definitely watching you. So they might have a fake profile, and you probably know who the fuck it is, and you probably know the fake profile. So just be careful, okay? Because I don't know what this person's intentions are, but you should know, because it seems like it's someone you were dealing with. Now, if this is the stalker person, it's time for you to give. Whatever it was that you took, it's time for you to give back. Okay, and if it's not the stalker, just be more giving and open to people, okay? So if you've always been the person that needed help, try to be helpful to someone else. And by help, it doesn't always have to be financial. Sometimes just being there, talking to somebody, that is help in itself, okay? But again, there's a completion that's coming in for some of you, and you're being, there's a new path, like something's being opened up for you right now, okay? And some of you are healers. That is the path that you're meant to take, is to become a healer. So when this completion comes in, don't look at it as a bad thing. Don't look at it as a bad ending or anything. Look at it as a new opportunity to start something else, okay? Because they're showing that you're going to be successful. Just, you have to learn the process of give and take. You can't always be the giver, and you can't always be the receiver. Okay, I was a long time just give. And then I burned myself out, and then I'm stressed out and frustrated because nobody's giving to me. Nobody's helping me. Nobody's filling my cup. So it has to be a give and take type of thing. So the next person you encounter, situation, relationship, job, whatever the fuck it is, it has to be mutual give and take, okay? You can't just keep pouring and pouring and pouring and not getting anything back. Hi, Janine. How are you? All right, and for those of you that like dancing, they want you to dance, okay? Because when you dance, it clears up blockages. Yoga, movement, there's very different types of things that clear blockages. I personally love dancing. I haven't been able to do it since I got hurt, but it is what it is. But when you dance, it's like you release, something comes out of you because you're allowing your mind to go, you're allowing your body to relax, okay? And understand whatever is happening to you in your life right now is serving a purpose, okay? So if you've had a shitty run these past few months, this past year, these past couple years, it is to prepare you for something better, okay? It is preparing you for your higher purpose. And like I said, for those of you that are healers, sadly, we have to go through the darkness before we get to the light where we can actually help people heal. If I went through all of the fucking darkness that I went through, and I still have a good heart, and I still want to help people, that says a lot about my spirit. Because there's people that have gone through just as much, if not worse shit, and decided that they wanted to stay in the darkness and be hateful, angry people. So don't look at it as a bad thing, okay? Just look at it as, I'm going through this because, look at it like you're divinely guided. You are blessed. And when you're blessed and you're like, spirit's like, no, we have a mission for you, you're going to go through some shit. It sucks, but you go through some shit. And by the end of it, you're going to be like, damn, I can't believe I survived all of this shit. So be happy, okay? It sucks now. It'll be better later. Promise. Now, someone doesn't want to leave a commitment. So this has been something that's been long-term. It's a long-term relationship, and you have the back and forth going on here. And again, the family, when you have kids involved, it makes it really more like a sticky situation. And for some of you, this is like, there is something to do with a relationship that wasn't supposed to be had. So it may have been a third party, something that was not, probably secret, that nobody knew about. Okay, so whatever this was, it's causing issues in the relationship, but also the relationship needs to end, but they're not letting it end because they're afraid of being alone. They're codependent. So it's a fucking tangled web. Like, all of these shits is like a big fucking mess. Because I was looking at, I'm pulling the cards and I'm just like, yo, this is a mess. I don't know what's happening right now. So there might be someone from your past or someone you broke up with that you're no longer sleeping with, third party, however, that still wants you back, or that's still trying to come back to you, or that's still trying to have a life with you. But it's showing that it's from the past, okay? And the relationship that was there, just let it go, okay? Because they're saying once you release this and you forgive, if you were the person that were cheated on, forgive, okay? Hello, Muhammad. How are you? Oh, you back in New York, Janine? So forgive, all right? Forgiveness is important, and I say this a lot, and it's not forgive for the other, like I'm not going to forgive you for you. I'm going to forgive you for me so that I'm at peace and I'm not harboring all this horrible negative energy. You know, you always forgive somebody because you want that shit to be released. You don't want to hold on to it. And some people don't understand that, and they just want to stay angry and hateful and be vengeful, and you're just like, you're only killing yourself because I'm not even mad about it, you know? But for some of you, when this situation happened and forgiveness is given, it's going to bring you to you're going to have a new direction, okay? And it's saying fall, so it must, like, this time frame now. You're going to be in solitude. Some of you are going to be on pause, or you have been on a pause right now. So it's because you're getting prepared to go on a new path. And if you've been kind of like day-to-day, kind of robotic, like, oh, this is the same shit every day, you feel stuck. Because they're showing me, like, you're just really stagnant right now. And some of you just have this lusting for something else, for something more, okay? And maybe you have the lust for the third party that you left. It's a mess. But understand, what you begin to focus on is going to bring you success, okay? So that requires healing. And again, with the forgiveness, it's important to forgive yourself, not just other people. Oh, that sucks, Janine. Quarantine's not where it's at. So like I say, I pray a lot. I pray every day, and I always pray for forgiveness for myself. And I pray that I'm able to forgive myself, because it's hard. I can sit here and be like, yeah, I forgive myself. But then how frequently am I saying bad shit about myself to myself? How often am I like, oh no, I can't do this because I fucked up over here, or I can't fix this because I did that. You know, you have to let go of whatever it is that you did as well, okay? It's not just I'm going to forgive that person. It's I'm going to forgive myself for this situation. So if you were the person that went with the third party, you know, maybe you genuinely feel bad. You made a mistake. You fucked up. Forgive yourself. Let it go, because you can't hold on to that and expect to move forward. You know, if you thought this person was going to give you everything the other person couldn't, and it didn't work out that way, it's okay. You learned your lesson. Apologize if you need to apologize, make amends, and move forward, okay? Everybody doesn't stay angry for forever. You know, only toxic ass people stay mad. So, but when all of this takes place, okay, they're saying that everything's going to work out. So don't feel like it's bad, because healing is very important. And if you don't heal, it's hard for you to grow. And when you hold on to stuff, it starts affecting your health, especially if you're a person that self-medicates. Okay, and even if you're not a person that self-medicates, you think of people that end up with heart conditions or that has cancer. They have a lot of things that are unresolved throughout their life that they just hold on to, and they never let it go, and they're just so angry and bitter, and they hold these emotions in, and it causes the blockages that end up manifesting in the physical realm. So when they physically manifest, then you have a bigger fucking problem, because they're like, oh, well, you didn't want to deal with this on the spiritual or energetic level. Now physically you have to deal with this, and it's a lot worse and harder to deal with, okay? So just pay attention, because for some of you, you're not speaking on what needs to be said. Whatever truth it is that you need to speak on, you need to speak on it, because that's going to help you shift into the growth that you're meant to be experiencing right now. But they want you to speak respectfully, truthfully, and compassionately, okay? But don't be attached to the outcome. So if you're afraid of, oh, well, I cheated on you, and you know, I'm sorry. Okay, I left you to be with somebody else. I'm sorry. Whatever it was that this is, please understand, forgiveness goes a long way. Apologizing goes a long way. Being honest goes a long way. Okay, you can't just sit there and hold on and have all these expectations and be mad. And you have to also take into account that if somebody lied to you about something, or they did something, what type of relationship that do you guys have that they didn't feel comfortable enough to be honest with you, that they didn't feel comfortable enough coming towards you, okay? Because if you're a person that explodes into anger, or you put your hands on them, or it becomes something violent and aggressive, you have to look at that as, would I be honest if somebody was going to react to me like that? And most of the time you'd be like, no, because you don't want to fight. You don't want to get the shit beat out of you. You know, so just try to be understanding and try to look at things from very different perspectives, okay? Because it gives you a better view of things, and it's easier to get out of these things, okay? But they want you to speak your truth, whoever this is, because it's like you're afraid, whatever it is you're afraid of letting go of. And if there was a relationship that you left to be with somebody else, or you went with somebody else and left the person you should have been with, whatever. But please, you have a new path coming before you. You just need to make sure that you're being healthy and you're speaking your truth, because that will help with everything that's happening here, and everything will fall into place, okay? Because you're being stuck right now, but it feels like you're stuck because you're choosing to be stuck. You're stuck because you're not speaking your truth. You're not being honest. And sometimes you have to say that. But if you can't say it, or if it's not safe for you to say it, leave safely. Write a letter, say, hey, I couldn't tell you in person, but blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry. Talk to you never again, whatever, But please just try to be honest and try to give people what you would like. A lot of people say, I want the truth. And I don't remember the fucking movie, but they say you can't handle the truth. A lot of people be that way, and that's my thing. Is like, I'll be honest all day with you. Don't ask me for the truth, because with the shit that I'm going to say, you probably not going to like. So make sure when you ask somebody for the truth, you're genuinely ready to hear the fucking truth. Don't just say, I want you to be honest, and then want to punch them in the face after they tell you. Don't do that. Okay? But there's definitely, once this happens, once you speak this truth and you just come out of this day to day, just doing the same shit over and over again, like you don't have feelings, everything's going to start taking place. Healing's going to take place. Everything's going to happen the way it's meant to happen, okay? So take the time to sit with yourself and meditate so that you can get the clarity that you need. If you've been having questions about the person, or you're not sure how to go, or if it's okay to forgive or even call or message, you can't. My biggest thing I tell people, don't expect you from somebody else. Okay, so me, I'm a forgiving person. I get over shit quickly. I'm like, yeah, whatever, it's done, it happened, all right, whatever. Other people are very angry and they hold on to stuff. So they might expect you to react the way they would react. So it's important for you not to expect yourself from somebody else, okay? You are you, they are who they are. Everybody was raised differently. Everybody has their own patterns. Everybody has their own toxicity. Everybody has their own ways of dealing with everything, even when it comes to communication. So just because you might flip the fuck out and be hostile as hell, and that's why you don't want to apologize because you're like, damn, this person's going to do me how I did them. Just because you might be that vengeful doesn't mean the other person is, okay? Just understand, everybody's different. Everybody has their own ways of dealing with things. And if you're afraid of speaking up because that's what you believe, do you really want to sit with this shit for the rest of your fucking life and be like, damn, if I would have only said this could have changed so many things? Don't waste years of your fucking life like sitting on shit because you're afraid to talk. Don't do that. Let it out, spit it out, just get it off your chest. Like, that's the only shit I could say, because me, I'm scared. But you know what? I'm just gonna close my eyes, open my mouth, see what falls out, and we'll see what happens. And most of the time it's not as bad, okay? So just remember that, okay? Everyone is not you. Everyone's not gonna react the way you're gonna react. So if you're like me and you're a nice person, people might not react as nice. So just keep that in the back of your mind, okay? Because they're saying once everything is kind of out in the open, it's going to clear up and everything's going to happen the way you want it to. And it's going to start favoring you. So the stuckness will be over. Those are your messages for today. I'm sorry. It's been like a week, but my week has been fucking, I don't even have the words. It's like a curveball that I haven't, I don't have the words. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, it's been great. I'll be back on here tomorrow. I'm really exhausted. I haven't slept all fucking week. But thank you guys for watching. I hope the messages resonate. I know that this one was, I don't know, like I said, the messages, I'm like, there's like fucking a whole entanglement here. I don't know what's going on. So hopefully it's not you, but if it is, figure out what you want. Be like, I want this, I don't want this. List pros and cons for whoever you're dealing with. It'll make it easier, when you see it in black and white. But thank you guys, and I'll be back on here again tomorrow. I'm just... Love you. Bye.